Namo Phat. Good morning. Thank you for joining me for our daily practice check-in. Listen, listen, listen. This beautiful sound calls us back to our true home. The fourth mindfulness training. Aware of the suffering caused by unmindful speech and the inability to listen to others, I vow to cultivate loving speech and deep listening in order to bring joy and happiness to others and to relieve others of their suffering. Knowing that words can create happiness or suffering, I'm determined to speak truthfully with words that inspire self-confidence, joy, and hope. I will not spread news that I do not know to be certain, and will not criticize or condemn things of which I am not sure. I will refrain from uttering words that can cause division or discord, or that can cause the family or the community to break. I am determined to make all efforts to reconcile and resolve all conflicts, however small. We've been reading The Body, Dhamma Reflections on Aging, Sickness, and Death by the nuns of Amaravati. This morning we're beginning a new Dhamma talk by Ajahn Candasiri called Meeting Death. I was struck by the feeling of warmth that arose in my heart when I saw one of the group come back to the retreat. I noticed that other people looked quite happy too. This made me think that in some way, even though we haven't been talking to each other very much, something has happened among us during these days. A sense of community, like a family, has developed. So we felt a bit sad when someone had to leave early, had to go away. We were concerned about whether they would be all right. And then, when they came back, we felt glad. My sense is that when we practice together like this, a lot happens among people, and mostly it happens in the silence. Living together, getting up early, practicing meditation, hearing teachings, and also attending to the very ordinary things that need to be attended to. Just taking care of the place. I've noticed during these days a sense of appreciation for people's care, feeling really grateful for those who clean the toilets and bathrooms, take care of the rubbish, do the hoovering, and of course the people in the kitchen, and all the other ways in which we've taken care of each other. Just quietly getting on with the things that we've been asked to do, or have volunteered to do. And of course, this includes those who work with the computers, or telephoning, making lists and shopping, all those things. It's as though something has been created through our living together like this. And even though it's just been for a very short time, it can be quite tangible. Of course, very soon, there will probably be a different group of people sitting here, and most of us will have gone somewhere else. I find it interesting to contemplate the sense of gladness and joy when thinking about this time together. And then noticing, too, the slight sense of sorrow, a kind of longing in the heart, at the thought of separating. Sometimes we can think that this is wrong, that we shouldn't feel sad. If we were true Buddhists, we would be completely dispassionate. There would be none of these untidy emotions that arise when we don't want them, and which we think shouldn't be there. But as I've said, my sense is that Buddhist practice is actually a lot more subtle than simply not feeling things. When we talk about dispassion, letting go, or equanimity, my own understanding is that it's much more about not minding what we feel, not struggling with it. If we're feeling glad and happy, we notice that. If we feel sorrow and grief, we notice that. If we feel really irritable and angry and confused, we notice that too. We allow that into consciousness. May all beings be well. May all beings be happy. May all beings be peaceful. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Thank you for joining me this morning.